I know I'm a little late in making videos today, given that I'm starting my first video at 3:12 p.m. Central Time. But have you guys seen the latest country Trump has pissed off in his president-elect phase, part 2? This time it's Panama. This is one of his most recent rants. The Panama Canal is considered a vital national asset for the United States due to its critical role in America's economy and national security. A secure let's just pause right there. The United States doesn't own the Panama Canal anymore, therefore it's no longer an asset of the United States. But this guy's too fucking stupid to understand that. A secure Panama Canal is crucial for U.S. commerce and rapid deployment of the Navy from the Atlantic to the Pacific, and drastically cuts shipping times to U.S. ports. The United States is the number one user of the canal, with over 70% of all transits heading to or from U.S. ports. Considered one of the wonders of the modern world, the Panama Canal opened for business 110 years ago and was built at huge cost to the United States in lives and treasure. 38,000 American men died from infected mosquitoes in the jungles during construction. Teddy Roosevelt was president of the United States at the time of its building and understood the strength of naval power and trade. When President Jimmy Carter foolishly gave it away for $1 during his term in office, it was solely for Panama to manage, not China or anyone else. It was likewise not given for Panama to charge the United States, its Navy, and corporations doing business within our country exorbitant prices and rates of passage. Our Navy and commerce have been treated in a very unfair and injudicious way. The fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous, especially knowing the extraordinary generosity that has been bestowed to Panama by the U.S. This complete ripoff of our country will immediately stop. The United States has a vested interest in the secure, efficient, and reliable operation of the Panama Canal, and that was always understood. We would and will never let it fall into the wrong hands. It was not given for the benefit of others, but merely as a token of cooperation with us and Panama. If the principles, both moral and legal, of this magnanimous gesture of giving are not followed, then we will demand that the Panama Canal be returned to us in full and without question. To the officials of Panama, please be guided accordingly. So this man, and I use that term loosely, continues to be an embarrassment to the nation and a stain on our history. Let's do a recap of nations that he's pissed off since being elected. He's pissed off one of our biggest trade partners in China by saying he's going to impose a 60 to 100% tariff on everything coming in from China. I'm sure his own products and his daughter's products will be excluded from that tariff. Canada, by saying he's going to put a 25% import on everything that they bring in, plus continuously calling them the 51st state, and referring to their prime minister as the governor of Canada. Mexico, by saying he's going to put a 25% tariff on everything they bring in, not to mention still going on about the wall that he's never going to build. Every nation in Europe. Recently, he threatened the entirety of the EU. I told the European Union that they must make up their tremendous deficit with the United States by the large-scale purchase of our oil and gas. Otherwise, it is tariffs all the way. And now Panama. Canada, Mexico, China, every nation in Europe, and now Panama. Hey, he hasn't hit Africa, South America, Australia, or Asia yet. But I'm sure we're going to get there. This man is utterly and completely unfit for office. And if you cast a ballot for this man, you should not only be ashamed of yourself, but you are, in my opinion, an enemy of this nation. Tom, that's a bit extreme. I'm sorry, you are. You put in place a man who is the most anti-American president in American history and who is going to cause irreparable damage again if he's allowed to serve. And he's going to be allowed to serve because he won. Because of ignorant fucks like you. You know who you are. If you voted for him, you're the fucking problem. How you guys can support this fucking clown is absolutely beyond me. But There appears to be an entire contingent of Americans, millions of Americans, that don't give a fuck about the American way of life in any way, shape, or form. They only give a shit about getting the W. Even if it means everybody in the country takes an L.